Hi guys, welcome to another video with Melissa. Today we're doing another of my 100 book challenge reviews, and it will be the new issue of The Walking Dead. We got it on the first day this time, finally guys, usually I've been late. Is issue 153, Heavy Hangs of the Heart, number 52 in my 100 book challenge. So I've just finished reading it. We've got cover here, Rick Grimes, looking at some blood. Not in the best condition. Is it his blood? Is it someone else's blood? Who knows? I'm really enjoying the comic at the moment more than the show. You've probably seen my rants about the Walking Dead show at the moment, which I don't think they're doing well. Comic, on the other hand, I am loving everything in the comic. The comic is done very well. Now, as we know, this is going to have spoilers, guys, so if you haven't read up to 153 in the comics, please don't spoil yourself. Go read them. You can watch most of them for free on YouTube, or you could go to this magical place called a library where they will allow you to read it for free. And I suggest you go there and take out books and support your local library. So, can't get a copy of any of the comics before 153? Go to your library. They'll probably have copies. Walking Dead is very popular. I'm sure they will, or they'll order it for you. So, issue 153 for you, those of you that are caught up and can be spoiled. I really like this issue. Finally, Negan has left the building. He's escaped from a jail cell with the help of a stupid kid that's going to pay for his stupidity, as we know. I was happy to see that he paid for his stupidity because he deserved it. What was the kid's name? Is it Brandon? I was thinking it was Brandon. Brandon, you got what was coming to you. So, I'm okay with it. So most of the issue just centers on worries about Negan getting out, worries Wind, and also a little bit about thinking about how they're going to deal with an attack from the Whisperers. So main things first, Negan is out, he's got his leather jacket back, he's back to normal. None of this big hairy Negan that needs a shave from the earlier comics. He's back to Negan. He doesn't have Lucille though. Lucille is still with Dwight where it belongs at the moment. So hopefully he doesn't get Lucille back. I'd hate for him to actually at this point. Still too early. Maybe get back later. Earn some trust really. So yeah. So him and Brandon have kind of escaped with Maggie's group as they're going back to the hilltop. And Brandon's not really thought this through. He doesn't really understand who Negan is. And he just thinks Negan's gonna go with whatever he wants. We as readers know that's probably not gonna happen. And Brandon, you just weren't that smart. So we've got some worries about Negan getting out. Michonne, Aaron and Rick discussing where he might have went and trying to go and find his trail. We've got a little bit with Eugene and his person on the radio. We learn a little bit more. Well, Eugene gives away a bit more about their own group. We don't really learn that much about the radio person other than they're saying that people who have traveled a long distance tend to be damaged. So there might be some damaged people in their group. I had a funny thought that maybe it's someone else on the other side of their camp and they've just not told them they have a radio. Because wouldn't that be hilarious? Just the same person, someone else on the other side of the camp going, oh yeah, I live in this group and we, some of them traveled from Texas and we're surrounded by walls. And it's like, is that Alexandria? Yes, it does. I'm going to keep going with my theory before that it is actually one of the Whisperers. I know we've not seen them with like a study camp because they are always on the move, but I think it's one of the Whisperers. I think we're going to come back to that. If it's someone else, I'd be very interested to find out about it, so that'd be really cool if it was someone else, but I think it's going to be the Whisperers. We got another person, not very smart, shooting one of the hilltop people. Surely he would have recognized him from the fair. He'd been there. Just, people are really on edge in Alexandria at the moment, not happy about what's going on. Yeah, and the guy's in a bit of shock after he finds out, yeah, he just shot someone he didn't need to. We've got Dwight leading a party against some walkers here, doing a bit of training. I'm really liking the story arc of Dwight doing all this training and kind of being in charge of things. I'm missing Andrea a bit because this seems like something Andrea would be doing. And it's weird not seeing her for this long, especially in the comic at this time. Because she is pretty much Rick's right-hand woman, and so where is she? And it's a little concerning not seeing her this long, so I'm getting a little worried about Andrea. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. And we haven't seen Carl in a while either, so it's like, I hope they're okay. So yeah, so we've got Dwight using Lucille to fight off some zombies. Nice to see Lucille getting some actual good work in, rather than bashing in people's heads. Much happier for her to bash in zombie heads. Because who doesn't love Lucille as the idea for a weapon? But I don't want to see her kill people. We got Magna's group arguing that, are they really part of Alexandria yet? I think they're part of Alexandria. They've been going with them for, oh, when did Magna come in? 127? So, yeah. Over 20-some issues now, so they're pretty much part of the group, I would think. So, yeah. We're getting there. So I would consider Magna's group part of the Alexandria group at this point, because, yeah, we've got over 20 issues with her in it now, so yeah, they're definitely there. And they suffer the same loss as everybody else, with the Whisperers killing one of their own, so I think they're part of it now. We've got Guy, who accidentally shot Marco. Rick's trying to figure out what his punishment's going to be. Does he actually need a punishment? Because all he was trying to do was protect the group. He didn't realize, but people can't be jumping those kinds of, like, conclusions in Alexandria because it's just going to cause real problems. Yeah, so we've got Negan, Brandon. They've come to the scene from my favorite issue of The Walking Dead. I love this issue. I think it's better than issue 100. The reveal of the border markers with the decapitated heads. I just found that so shocking. That is, I know it's not one that I wish they had to do, but it was the most shocking moment on The Walking Dead for me, and I'm still mourning Rosita and Ezekiel and Olivia. I can't believe it still. Every time I see Rosita on the show, I just think, oh, she's gonna die in such a horrible way. And I really feel for her as well. Yeah, that was a hard death. And if it had just been Olivia or Ezekiel, I don't think I'll feel that way as much. But I loved Rosita in the comics, so it was a really hard one for me. But yeah, they come to the border. Of course, there's no heads now. They've been buried by the group earlier. And Brandon's not that smart. He thinks Negan's gonna help him and comfort him. He was wrong. Poor Brandon. You were short-lived, but stupid. Goodbye. I can't say I'm surprised. I really can't, because I figured that would be what would happen. I don't think Negan is one to take directions from a teenager. Maybe Carl, but that's the only teenager I think Negan would respect in this situation. You sure as hell's not gonna go for some little punk that isn't as good as Rick Grimes. It reminds me a lot of the moment when Spencer tried to take over Alexandria and Negan was like, Rick, your guy's disrespecting you. I killed him for you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, so that was issue 153. There is a mention in the letter hacks about introduction of Negan in the show. We all know how well that went. Yeah, I don't think they quite thought about what their ending was going to be, but yeah, they seem to be gloating a bit about it in the comic hacks, and it's like, it's too bad you didn't think ahead of time, but people will probably be spoiled over the summer, because you'll start filming, and guess what? When someone's missing, we're going to figure out who's dead. It's going to be pretty easy to do, so, yeah, it's not quite like the comics. I think they're making that kind of mistake at the moment where the comics are really, really strong, show not so much. And they're not thinking they're two different mediums. The comics, you could hide who died for 7 months if you wanted to. The show you can't, because you gotta film it. And people can come and go as they want in the Georgia town where you film it. So they're gonna find out who's on set and who isn't, and it's going to be pretty easy to figure out who's not there and who's dead. Unfortunately, they haven't really planned for that very well or thought about it very well. You can't hide it. Everybody's going to get spoiled. 7 months is too long. If it was one episode away, they probably would have got through it, but it's not going to happen. So, very happy with the comics right now. Happy to see Negan kill Brandon, because I thought that would happen. I was pretty sure about that Brandon was going to be a goner, just like his mom and his dad. He deserved it. So, it's funny that the whole family was killed by multiple different people. So, the mom by the Whispers, dad by Rick, and then Negan killed the son. I think that's very interesting. That you've got your two villains, each killing one of them, and then Rick killing one of them. So, yeah, looking forward to the next issue, as always. Don't know where they're really going to take it, other than trying to kind of chase down Negan. There isn't a real, like, what happens next kind of thing in here. Because Brandon's dead. Is Negan going across the border? I guess Negan's going across the border. So, is he going to the Whispers? Now, try to make some predictions here. Would Negan help the Whispers, or would he help Rick? Even though Rick locked him up, I think he's still more supportive of Rick than someone he's never met. He might be trying to make a deal with the Whisperer, saying, I will take over as leader for you, try and bash in Alpha's head, which I don't think is going to happen. I think Alpha's a lot more tough than Negan's going to be expecting her to be, and be like, well, you're my new, like, band of people to go kill Rick Grimes and fight against him, because I don't know. I can't see Negan actually killing Rick. That's the thing. I think he's got too much respect for Rick. He might start another war with him, but I don't think he'd want to kill him. I think he might try to do something to earn Rick's respect, like trying to trick the Whisperers into something, but we'll have to see how it goes. There's a lot of different ways it could end up, but I think Negan would rather have Rick's respect than Rick dead. That's what it is. And we know he cares about Carl. Carl spent all this, like, 2 years going in, talking to Negan, getting to know him, really, keeping him company in the cell. So I think he wouldn't want to hurt Carl in that way. But who knows? He might go after someone else. Maybe Maggie, maybe one of the other people in the group, maybe Magna. He doesn't really know Magna. He's only had a very brief introduction to her, so he might view her as an enemy, maybe think she's someone that might try and take over the group. Who knows? So, that was issue 153. I literally need 3 subscribers to make it to 100. So please, guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe bar, hit the like button as well to tell me you enjoy getting reviews of The Walking Dead on my channel. I think it's going really well at the moment. I've really enjoyed doing the TV ones. I love doing the comic ones. Unfortunately, they're only once a month, so it takes forever to get the issues. But yeah, it's been great. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye! Hi guys, Fangirling with Mel here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please subscribe and like down below. You can also comment on my videos and I'll get back to you. If you'd like to support me in my other social media endeavors, you can click on my Patreon and support my video making and writing. I've also got a Twitter and a Facebook below if you'd like to follow me on other social medias. The other thing you can do is buy my book, which is called Becoming Death. There's a little advert coming up after this bit of the video. It's on Amazon. It's about Grim Reapers. Becoming Death by Melissa Brown. It's awesome. You'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.